My dear friends, what if I told you that what you are seeing right now, this very moment, is not an accident? What if this video found you because God Himself wanted you to hear this message? Paramhansa Yogananda once said, "The wave belongs to the ocean. The individual belongs to the infinite." So when you are guided to a certain teaching, a certain message, a certain moment of truth, it is never random. It is a direct sign from God. Stay with me until the end of this video, because together, we will explore how the divine communicates with us, how to recognize the signs of God's presence, and how to live a life filled with peace, love, and spiritual awakening. But before we begin, if you are new here, welcome to Divya Antar. This is a space of inner light, meditation, and spiritual wisdom inspired by Paramhansa Yogananda and timeless truths. If these words touch your heart, make sure to subscribe right now, so you never miss a moment of divine inspiration. And don't forget to leave a comment sharing your own experiences with signs from God. Let us begin with a simple truth. God speaks to us all the time. But most of the world is too busy, too distracted, too restless, to listen. Yogananda taught that the divine is not somewhere far away in the sky. The divine is closer than our very breath. He said, "The wave can never be separated from the ocean, no matter how high or far it rises." This means that every moment of your life, every person you meet, every challenge you face, is connected to a greater plan. And sometimes, God uses very subtle ways to guide you. A book falls from a shelf with the exact answer you needed. A stranger smiles at you when you were about to lose hope. You hear a song, a verse, or even a YouTube video like this one, at the exact moment your soul was longing for a sign. Is that coincidence? No, my friends, that is God's whisper. Let me share with you some of the most powerful ways God sends us direct signs, as revealed by Yogananda's wisdom and countless seekers on the spiritual path. 1. The sign of inner peace. Imagine you're surrounded by noise, pressure, and endless worries. Yet suddenly, a deep calmness falls upon you. It feels as if a soft hand touched your heart, and in that moment, every fear melted away. This is not just your mind playing tricks, it is the presence of God. Yogananda said, "Peace is the language of God. Everything else is a bad translation. Peace without reason is never accidental. It is His way of whispering, 'Do not worry, my child. I am here, holding you.'" Many seekers have testified that this peace often comes right before or after a storm in life, almost like a divine reminder that you are protected. 2. The sign of synchronicity. Have you noticed those strange, beautiful coincidences? You think of an old friend, and suddenly, they call. You pray for an answer. And the very next day, you see the guidance in a book, a conversation, or even a random billboard. This is not luck. This is not chance. This is the divine weaving threads of destiny to show you that He is actively present in your life. Yogananda explained that when your heart is open and your prayers are sincere, the universe rearranges itself to respond. Every synchronicity is like a secret smile from God saying, "See? I am listening." 3. The sign of longing. There is a special kind of hunger that no food can satisfy. A restlessness in your heart, a deep thirst to know truth. Have you ever felt that pull to sit in silence, to meditate, to just be with God? That very longing is not born in you. It is planted by God Himself. Yogananda said, "Your desire for God is proof that He is already seeking you." The moment you feel this spiritual hunger, it means the divine has already knocked on your soul's door. It is like the fragrance of a flower reaching you before you even see the bloom. 4. The sign of challenges. So often we wonder, why me? Why these struggles? But remember, gold cannot shine unless it passes through fire. A diamond is only formed under immense pressure. Likewise, your soul cannot awaken without trials. God does not send challenges to break you. He sends them to shape you. Every heartbreak, every loss, every failure carries a hidden gift. the gift of strength, wisdom, and compassion. Yogananda often reminded his students, trials are not punishments. They are divine tests, polishing your soul for a higher purpose. So next time life feels hard, know this. You are being lifted, not abandoned. 5. The sign of love. The highest sign of God is not miracles, visions, or thunder in the sky. It is love. Whenever your heart overflows with unconditional love, whether for a friend, a stranger, an animal, or even for life itself, you are directly experiencing God. Yogananda said, God is love, and love is the only reality. When you forgive someone who hurt you, when you feel compassion for a stranger, when tears of gratitude rise in your eyes for no reason, know that this is not just human emotion. This is the divine flowing through you, embracing you. So, dear friends, take a moment. Think back in your life. Have you ever experienced one of these signs? Have you ever felt guided in ways you couldn't explain? If yes, then smile. Because you have already touched the edge of the infinite. And if you haven't noticed such signs before, then from today, open your heart. Because God's language is silence, intuition, and love. And once you learn to listen, you will see His presence everywhere. Yogananda's mission was to bring the ancient wisdom of India to the modern world. He said that God is not bound by religion, by culture, or by labels. God is universal consciousness, love, bliss. He taught meditation as the key to receiving God's signs more clearly. When the mind is restless, the divine voice is drowned out. But when the mind becomes still, you can feel God's whispers in your very heartbeat. He said, in stillness, you will hear the voice of God guiding you, protecting you, loving you. This is why daily meditation, prayer, and silence are not optional, they are essential. Because the more you quiet your inner world, the more obvious God's outer signs become. Wherever you are listening from, America, England, Canada, Australia, India, or any corner of the world, know this truth. God is not far from you. You do not need to climb a mountain, or sit in a temple, or travel to a holy land to find Him. The divine is within you, here and now. The sign you are seeking is already present in the very fact that you are watching this video. So, dear soul, if these words resonate with you, don't keep this light to yourself. Subscribe to Divya Antar right now. Share this message with someone who is searching for hope. And leave a comment below, telling us what signs you have experienced from God in your own journey. Now, let us go even deeper. Yogananda often told his students, when the devotee weeps for God, the Lord cannot resist appearing. This means that your sincerity, your yearning, your love, is itself the magnet that draws God's response. Many seekers across the world, whether Christian, Hindu, Buddhist, Muslim, or spiritual but not religious, have testified that when they called sincerely, God answered. Sometimes in visions, sometimes in dreams, sometimes in the gentle unfolding of life's events. The form may differ, but the source is the same. So how can you recognize a sign from God? Yogananda gave us some practical wisdom. 1. Clarity, a true sign brings peace, not confusion. 2. Upliftment, a true sign makes you feel stronger, not weaker. 3. Intuition, deep down, you know when something is from God, because it feels natural and pure. 4. Love, any guidance filled with love, compassion, and goodness is a divine sign. So remember, my dear friends, if you are watching this video, it is not a coincidence. It is a divine arrangement. A direct sign from God that He has reached out to you today. In this very moment, He is reminding you that you are loved beyond measure, that your life has meaning, and that you are being guided step by step, even when you cannot see the path ahead. Paramhansa Yogananda said, "The Lord ever silently whispers to you, I am here. I am here." When you feel lost, He is the quiet voice inside saying, keep walking. When you feel weak, He is the strength rising in your heart. And when you feel alone, He is the unseen presence wrapping you in peace. So listen closely. Feel deeply. Live with faith. Because the very fact that you are here, right now, hearing these words, means you have been called. God has chosen this moment to touch your soul. If this message has touched your heart, don't let it end here. Take a moment to subscribe to Divya Antar, so together, we can continue walking this sacred journey. Share this video with someone who is searching for light. Because you never know. Your act of love could be the very sign they were praying for. And now I invite you, tell us in the comments below. What signs have you experienced from God in your life? Your story could inspire someone else's awakening. May your days be filled with peace, your nights with comfort, and your life with the unshakable presence of divine love. And always remember, if you see this, it is not by chance. It is a direct sign from God Himself.